Hello, everyone. Thank you again for joining us here today at Leaders Uncut. And today it is my great pleasure to have with us Chris Day, who is the founder and CEO of A1 Enterprise. Hello, Chris. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Catherine. Thank you.
Good to have you here. So tell us about what you're doing with A1 Enterprise, which is an enterprise risk management software company, right? And give us an idea on your background. You have a fascinating background. That's such a wonderful story that people need to hear. But yeah, why don't we start there?
Oh, okay. Well, it all started with trying to help an organization fill a need. And way back when, in 2001, when requested to assist with a software development project, completely out of left field, unexpected, I wanted to step up and help an organization back in my hometown. And well, one thing led to another within an organization. We sprouted a contact base that grew across different departments, and we had the honor to learn how an organization works as a complete organism with different branches that span across different departments, how they all need to work together, share the same data sources, and also how they impact one another and drive the business forward, or in some cases, stall the business or create obstacles. So we learned a lot in that process and working with companies like that.
Okay.
And where we are today is we have a product that services enterprise risk management in response to those kinds of needs.
Okay, wonderful. So can you describe that enterprise risk management and then explain to us why you're different? What is your unique differentiator here?
Sure. Enterprise risk management is a pretty big term that means something fairly simple. It basically means managing a risk for an organization.
Mm-hmm.
But risks are all different across different organizations and have nuances based on what industry the organization is in. Is it a government? Is it a manufacturing company, a transportation company? And creating an organizational risk culture that helps people adopt and understand how to navigate the risks, understand the risks and react to them, maybe even prevent them or mitigate them from escalating into something bad happening. That's really what our application and our business is intended to help companies do.
Okay.
It is just as educational as it is functional.
Okay. So companies typically are looking to reduce their costs or increase their efficiency or maybe establish a higher level of productivity. Are these typical goals that
All of
we
the
share?
above.
Okay.
All of the above. So number one is reducing risks, and that comes in many shapes and sizes. Increasing efficiency is certainly one. Reducing inaccuracies and redundant workloads is another one.
Right.
Increasing accountability, this is a huge factor. Combating fraud, both internal and external fraud.
Yeah.
Vendors, customers, even employees, company, things of that nature. Also using our system as a negotiation tool to negotiate contracts and terms with vendors, suppliers, and even insurance companies.
Oh, interesting. I didn't think about this. So how does that work? Can you detail a little bit how that works and how long does it take to establish something like that?
Well, it does not take long at all. It depends on how far a company wants to take it. So how it works is like this. Most companies are passing their risk to, for example, a TPA or an insurance company. And they're responsible for managing the claims, the loss runs, the loss ratios, and what bad events are happening in the company and what they're costing. The insurance company is then taking the information about the losses. Those are called loss ratios, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're deciding how much to charge the company for insurance premiums. Insurance premiums have been going up year over year for years across the board in pretty much every insurance line, leaving companies wondering how do they navigate risk and how do they negotiate with their insurance company. That's another risk, is premium increases.
Right.
They are being caused by all kinds of issues, from employee issues to environmental issues to technology and cybersecurity issues. The list goes on. So if a company has a way to wrap their head around people in the company, their particular functional business, and how to deal with the risk and react to risks if something happens, they can use that information and go to the insurance company and say, here's how we've implemented controls to control our risks, our outcomes, and the insurance companies are now leveraged to in a position where they have to negotiate premiums because the company is taking more ownership over their own risk, which if it's done correctly, reduce the costs of the losses.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great tool for negotiation. That's definitely powerful.
And another example is vendor negotiations. If a company is tracking vendor compliance, vendor risks, they can reduce their liabilities with certain vendors if they are at risk of creating more problems in the company. An example is every company that has vendors has to track insurance certificates for those vendors. If those vendors are not keeping them up to date, the company could be liable if there's any kind of an issue that happens on their premises or in relationship to their projects. Some of those certificates are in the thousands.
Wow.
Those are liabilities to the company, and if someone's not on top of those, the company has liabilities with a vendor that's not helping the company stay compliant with their own internal risk process. So our product is designed to help departments in these different segments between insurance to litigation to contract and vendor risk. And those are some examples.
Okay, that's great. So tell us about the process. Where do we start? How long does it take? And when can companies, in average, expect to see some results?
This company can expect to see results as soon as they have data in our system.
Yeah.
We have what are called templates, product templates. If a company comes to us and say, we want to roll out a software, an ERM, how long does it take? And our answer is, if you work with one of our existing templates, we can get you up and running inside of 1 month. They will have a set of standardized tools to start tracking data with. Once the data is in there, they can start measuring their risk, past and potential future risk, anytime. So if we import data, theoretically, they can start getting an ROI within 2 months.
Okay, wow.
Especially if they have no existing system in place. And a lot of them don't.
That's fast. I mean, that's what's very important right now. You have to be able to put things in place that will make a difference quickly. Yeah.
It does. It also helps people adopt risk culture ideas. So when they start using the system, they have to think about how their department is being run, how they're interacting with third-party vendors, insurance companies, which make them create more standardized processes that are repeatable. If there's turnover in the company, someone new comes in, they're stepping into a standardized process, which really reduces the onboarding and the training time to get someone up to speed with how the company functions in their area.
Makes complete sense. So let's talk about data migration and integration right now, because there's a lot happening with technology where companies have to integrate maybe new systems, new processes, new platforms. How does that work?
We continuously get requested for integrations from our customers and prospects. We ask for their integration requirements, and we build the connector based on their requirement for their particular system or technology. That is a customer-focused implementation for us.
Got it.
That could be single sign-on. It could be integration with their ERP or their accounting system. It could be integration with their security system for logging in.
Got it. Okay. All right. Good. All right. And then you have launched, I think don't remember when you did that, but you launched an A1 tracker dashboard module.
We have a dashboard module. Yes, we have. Okay. And that's really an analytics tool that allows our customers to they have transparency and view the information contained in their system and create visuals of their data, stories, charts, and graphs. Traditionally, people are exporting data to Excel, they're creating charts and graphs, they're obsolete a week and a half later. Our analytics are pulling real-time data, and it can come from across the company so that people at that level that need those reports can have them on demand.
And that's wonderful. I know for me, I love to see graphs. It gives me a clear picture as to what's going on, and it's a helpful tool, especially you can do this in real time. That's wonderful.
Yep, it's been a hit so far. That has been underway for some time. A lot of companies are still, I would say, behind the curve in implementing analytics, but they're catching up, and we're happy to see that.
Great. So if people are interested in working with you, where do they start? How should they get in hold with you? What's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, so the best way to reach us is go onto our website. A1enterprise.com is our company website, and there are a list of solutions. Going to our website and submitting an inquiry starts the process where we then ask some very specific questions in that inquiry. What are you looking for? What are your challenges? And what is your objective with our software? Okay. Some companies are not aware of their objectives, or they're not fully defined. Through the process of conversation and needs discovery, those come out during conversations. Yeah,
and that's important. Sometimes we know we have certain things that we need to do. It's very hard to take it on by ourselves because we don't have that third eye vision, right. and because we're so close to what we're doing. So it really is helpful to have a partner like you.
So we ask, what are the objectives that you're going for? What are your main challenges, and who will need access to the system, whether it's to enter data or run reports or manage information? Based on that, that's our starting point. Then we start to present our product and let the customer ask questions on their specific business needs so we can show them what they're looking for that applies to them. Okay. Not a generic way configuration. It really is intended to meet their particular business needs.
Is your marketing making an impact? Are you reaching the right audience? Is your messaging truly connecting? Are you maximizing your return on investment? At Slice Marketing, we use AI-powered insights to fine-tune your targeting, optimize your messaging, design high-converting websites, and craft content that inspires, entertains, and educates, all to amplify your brand's impact. Sometimes a small adjustment can create big results. Let's chat, no strings attached. Email us at catherine.oakes@slicemarketing.com or visit our website. And now let's get back to our video. Okay, great, wonderful. So we'll put that in the video so that people know exactly where to go. But that's definitely something I encourage everyone to check out, because Chris has been doing this for a long, long time, and he can really bring you a lot of benefits into implementing some of his tools, his processes, but also his expertise is invaluable.
Yes, and I have to also give thanks to our team. Our entire team makes this all possible, because just like any company, nobody and no department really works independently. And that's one thing we learned that led to our product is it's got to work as a unified whole. Yeah. And each part needs to know what is the expectation of the other parts that are depending on it. Yeah, for sure. So
very good point. It's teamwork, and when the team is cohesive with the right vision or working towards the same goals, it makes a big difference.
And that's a lot of fun.
And a lot of fun, yeah.
And by the way, part of our implementation process is we treat this as an opportunity to build a relationship with a customer inter-organization. We like to give our customers and their users the opportunity to gain knowledge and wisdom about their business processes, about their needs, take some ownership over that. So there's continuity. It's not just a handoff of start using it and then that's it. Yeah. It's really an evolutionary process. So they're trained to learn how to adapt our system and grow it with the company as it evolves over time. Okay. And that becomes a collaborative effort.
Okay, so typically clients stay with you for a long period of time?
Typically, yes.
Okay.
We have some clients on the books for over 10 years.
Okay, all right. This is what I thought. I mean, it's a long-term initiative, but it's a work in progress constantly.
That's how we treat our product.
Yeah.
That's how we treat our business. And I think that's really how businesses are by nature. They cannot stay the same. If they don't change organically, they're forced to change by some exterior factors.
And especially nowadays, I mean, we are forced into implementing new processes, new tools.
Right.
And change is the constant. So we'd better get ready for that.
That's right. Yeah. So that's why our core values, adapt is one of our core values. That's very intentional. Yeah. In order to survive and sustain, you have to adapt.
Yes, and that I know, because I talk about this all the time, of course, but some people still think they have time, which is quite incredible. When I see here, I have time. No, you don't. No, you don't have time. Now is the time to start strategizing differently. You
Right,
have to have a different mindset.
right. And you have to have a different mindset. And if you work with passion in this area, there's a lot of creativity to be, I would say, experienced in the world of ERM. It's very people in their companies sometimes are not accustomed to taking that kind of ownership or responsibility in their
Yeah,
business,
yeah.
but that's because they feel like they have no power. If they're given power and they're empowered into understanding these dynamics in their company, everybody wins. The
Yes.
company, the managers, the executives, and the employees across all levels in the company.
It's so very true. It's a great segue to my next topic because there's one thing I loved about you when I first met you is your obvious passion for life, first of all, but for what you're doing. You truly care. You genuinely want to make a difference in people's lives, and it shows. And it's something that feels really good to be around. So, having said that, Chris, give us an example of resilience, of things you had to overcome in life, things you have learned that has taught you very critical information that maybe would be valuable, and I'm sure would be valuable to my audience.
Well, one of them is it really is never too late to start over. We built our company over a 8-year period when we were selling programming by the hour. We were a labor-based company. And when software products started coming out, we basically were in far less demand. And I had to ask myself, what do I do with A1? Do I get a job or do I try to build a product? And in deciding to build a product, I had to look for people willing and interested in building that product with me, which I did. And I'm happy to say that we've come this far. The product started in 2009. We've even have customers that are with us since just after that release to this date. And at this point, I would have to say, not only is it never too late to start over, but with the right people, you can both start over and make something that lasts a very long time. And it's even more sustainable if you have a continuous learning attitude. Never stop learning.
Yeah, I love that. It is so very true. That you have to be open-minded and curious. I think the quality of curiosity too is very important.
Right.
Because you want to learn. It's a natural state of a
Yep.
need to educate yourself all the time.
Another thing I've learned is when someone says, I can't do it, there is someone else out there who says, I can.
Yeah.
And maybe another one says, I can, and I'll find a way. And we have come this far because we've found a combination of people that have combined those together.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's the right mindset to have. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Chris, you're based in Las Vegas, but you
Yes.
offer your services nationwide, correct?
Worldwide.
Worldwide. Okay.
Worldwide. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
We have hosting centers that we can support across the globe, and we support customers in different time zones, both Asia, Europe, and the US.
Okay.
And our product has 24/7 availability, and we do support our customers and users in both scenarios.
Wonderful. That's good to know. Wonderful. Well, great. I so appreciate your time today and coming here on the show to talk about AY Enterprise and share your passion with the world. And I really encourage everyone to speak with you because you're a breath of fresh air. You have plenty of ideas, and you have that experience that can be very beneficial to them.
I appreciate it. It's been an honor, Catherine, to join you for this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for watching. Please share this video with your network. I am sharing it with my networks as well, but I need your help. And somebody is going to see Chris's video and what he's doing with A1 Enterprises, and is going to need these exact services. So if we share and we give someone that opportunity to transform what they're doing, to improve their productivity, to implement processes that we did not have before, that will create additional competitive advantages that nowadays are absolutely crucial. So I really encourage you to share that video and speak about what Chris is doing. We are here to help each other out, and we're here to work as a community. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.